I'm about to give you some real knowledge.
There is an unfortunate truth that exists in the spiritual realm that affects the physical realm, affects the 3D reality that we live in. It's an unfortunate truth, an inconvenient truth, something that we try to ignore, pretend that it's not there, because by acknowledging it, we have to admit not only our flaws, but the very essence of who we are and how we operate in this reality, in the spiritual realm, in this physical realm. And it really dictates who we are and what we are. And this inconvenient truth, this problematic truth that we have that we don't really want to face, this truth is that we are all the same. We are all made from the same essence, from the same spiritual creator. We are all one. And that is very inconvenient because we live in a world where we're divisive. Our religion is divisive, our politics are divisive, our belief systems are divisive, our cultures are divisive. We do everything to try to differentiate ourselves from the people around us, from the people that are around us that don't think, talk, or act the way we do. And we try to ignore the overwhelming and overglaring truth because it doesn't really fit into our culture, our belief systems, the way that we live our lives. But the truth is, as Jesus said, I am the vine and you are the branches. That's from John 15:5. What it's really saying is we are all united, that we are all an extension of the divine. And each individual soul is connected to the source of knowledge and wisdom, to the spirituality. And so, as we try and strive to live in the Jesus consciousness, in the Jesus energy, in the teachings and ministry of Jesus, we have to acknowledge that to truly do that, we have to see each and every person as an extension of us, that we're all from the same pool of energy, the same pool of creation. Even though we call God different names depending on our religions and our understanding and our belief system, the reality is we all pray, worship the same God, because there is really only one God. And the Son of God, as we call him, Jesus, is trying to teach us that we are all brothers and sisters, that the exterior that we see, our skin color, facial features, our body makeup, the places where we're from, are only an exterior facade. It's almost like an illusion. It's not who you really are. Who you really are is a spiritual being. And a spiritual being has no race, has no country. It's united. And once we start to see each other as spiritual beings, we're living consciousness, having physical experience. But the true essence of us is to have this spiritual experience, spiritual connection. And to accept that even people that see things differently from you, that look differently than you, that are different from you, the majority or the overwhelming percentage of that person is the same as you. We're all connected to the same cosmic consciousness, to the same pool of wisdom and knowledge, because we are the branches of the vine. So we're all connected to the same energy, to the same reality, to the same truth. And that's why I say it's inconvenient, and why we try to ignore it, because we don't necessarily want to be the same as those that are so different from us, that think so differently from us. And it's natural to try to gravitate to those that are the same as you, that understand you, understand the way you think and the way you do things. But we have to acknowledge that even those that are vastly different from us are largely the same as us, because we're all drawing from the same pool of consciousness. And we are consciousness. We are living consciousness. We can't get away from that. And when you really look deeply into what was taught in the Bible, what's taught in spirituality, it's all drawing us to the same thing, that we are one with the Father. It means we globally are one with the Father. And this is what we're striving to reach, that level where we understand this, not just on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level, in the very fibers of our soul. And then we move sacredly, and we think sacredly. And we think we instead of me. These are things that we're striving for. It's not things that we can do right now. Maybe we never get there, but we try. But to reach that, we have to acknowledge the teaching. When Jesus said, "I am the vine and you are the branches," we have to understand what that really meant, accept that, and start to live it. That's our mission. That's our goal. Thanks for watching this video. I highly recommend that you grab a copy of my book, Exertem Actuality, and take a deep dive into the truths of reality and how we are the creators of our own reality. We'll dive deep into the awakening, clarity, and actuality. So I highly recommend that you grab that book. Also, watch more videos on this channel. We're making a lot of videos about the ascension, about what happens to get clarity and understanding for this ascension. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Thank you.